Let me show you energy in 2050. Electricity is no longer just a utility. It is the bloodstream of everything. Transport, heat, water, food, AI, cities. And by 2050, the real question is not how much power we can produce. It is who controls the system that decides who gets it and on what terms. By 2050, no human control room can handle the complexity. Millions of rooftops, cars, batteries, factories, data centers, all turning on and off, all reacting to price, weather, and climate stress. So a new layer emerges, a global orchestration system. It decides which loads are critical, which are strategic, which are comfort. During stress, it slows some down. It redirects across borders. It sets signals for billions of devices. It becomes, in effect, a central bank for electricity. It cannot be shut off. Its mistakes are physical. And the most important question becomes, what is it optimizing for? Lowest cost, lowest emissions, least human suffering. Energy policy is no longer just building plants. It is tuning the system. By mid-century, carbon caps are real. Every major activity draws down a carbon balance. Flights, heavy construction, high compute. Your home AI manages 3 budgets: money, time, carbon. Cheap low-carbon energy for essentials is widely available. High-impact use is limited. The limiting factor is not money, it is planetary allowance. So energy leaders face a hard question. When a family hits its carbon limit during a heat wave, do you cut their cooling or override the cap? And who decides? As climate damage rises, some regions move into large-scale climate repair, sun-dimming projects, mass carbon removal, weather modification systems. These need enormous steady power. Energy systems become part of a planet-scale life support machine. If something goes wrong, the impact is global. Energy leaders are no longer just decarbonizing supply. They are choosing which climate experiments to power and who carries the consequences. By 2050, energy is not only earthbound. Orbital solar stations beam power to Earth. Space-based systems support lunar and orbital industry. Now resilience means thinking beyond national borders. It means thinking in orbits. A solar storm or space conflict could take out a major generation. Who governs that? Who protects it? How much of our future depends on systems floating above the atmosphere? Efficiency improves. Buildings use less. Industry uses less material. But new demand rises. AI, water systems, cooling billions of people, climate repair machines. Total demand may stabilize, but every unit of power carries more mission: survival, adaptation, repair. The question shifts, not how to produce more, but what not to power. That is a different story to tell. Most technical tasks disappear: forecasting, dispatch, balancing, handled by machines. What remains is deciding the goal. What is the system optimizing for? Cost, emissions, fairness, or survival? Leadership becomes moral design. When the system recommends, cut power here to protect stability, who asks? At whose expense? When wealthy districts seek near total independence, what obligation do they have to the wider grid? Efficiency is easy, fairness is harder. Your advantage will not be engineering skill alone. It will be courage. To say, yes, this is optimal, but it is not right. To draw lines around experimentation. To decide what we refuse to power. Your clients will no longer ask, how reliable is your power? They will ask, what are my priority rights? Where do I sit in the hierarchy of load? What happens when I hit my carbon limit? Some of your largest clients will not be people. They will be automated systems. Data centers bidding for priority, industrial AI shifting demand across regions, cities negotiating resilience levels. And here's the deeper shift. Your client will not only buy energy, they will buy position. position in the priority stack, position in the carbon system, position in the crisis protocol, in a heat wave, in a blackout, in a carbon-restricted month. Energy becomes less about kilowatt hours and more about ranking. If the orchestrator must choose between a hospital, a data campus, a residential district, your clients will want to know who decided the order and why. Trust will no longer be about uptime. It will be about fairness, and they will expect you to explain it. Energy is no longer just infrastructure. It is a governance system. It shapes daily life, it shapes survival, it shapes who gets comfort, mobility, opportunity. You are not just operators. You are designers of moral systems that run every waking and sleeping hour. Energy in 2050 will be cleaner, smarter, more connected. But the system will only amplify the values we choose now. Technology will not decide what kind of grid we live under. It will only make our choices faster and harder to reverse. So the real question is not how smart will the grid be, but how human.